Hi there again, everybody. Welcome back to Prestige Auctions. It's Aftermath time, and we're doing this one a little bit early, as you may imagine, because we're going on a 2-week shutdown. I'm literally doing this straight after the auction, so I thought I'd bring my friend Larry in to get involved with the Aftermath, as he was still loitering around the around the auction room. He's like the ghost of Scooby Doo. You know, it's just hanging around fun fairs and stuff.
Part of the scenery.
But he's not going to have nothing to do for 2 weeks, so we're trying to keep him here as long as we can.
Good.
And I probably might need another coffee before the day's out. So those of you that have never either seen Larry, because you maybe don't watch the podcast or whatever, but you hear me talk to him and ask for the coffees and stuff.
I do exist.
This is actually Larry. He does actually exist. Of one of our fantastic customers and friends down here at Prestige Auctions. So what I am going to say to you, of course, if you think about this man here, then think about one of the questions that are coming up in our quiz. You may be able to get the answer quite easily. Well, of course, the Aftermath is what we do every single week. Do you watch the Aftermath?
I do, yeah. I like to see, what people have bid on, and I recognise bids around the room just by, knowing what people do bid on when they come to the auction. Because I notice when a lot comes up, you know exactly who to look at, don't you? And I've been here that much. I know exactly who's going to bid on something now. Yeah,
it's very easy to work out because if it's something to do with Jaguar, we look to you.
Yeah.
If it's something to do with DVDs, we look to Wayne, and so on. And and look, let's face it, it's a much better way, quicker way for the auctioneer to get the auction done.
It is,
because you don't want to be messing about all the time.
You know your customer, don't you?
Yeah, this is it. And I mean, it was quite a quiet room today, which is I think we've been quite blessed. The last 3 weeks we've had such amazing auctions, haven't we? Yeah. And maybe the level wasn't quite there this week. The jewellery cabinet was fabulous this week, and there was bids for the jewellery cabinet, but the other stuff was just sort of the average kind of house clearance gear that we get.
Well, the last 2 or 3 weeks, the auctions got better and better, didn't they?
Yeah.
And this week, with you going away, it's been a bit quieter. But there were some good items.
We've been spoilt recently, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
We've had such good stuff.
Yeah, we've had good auctions, and even the special sale was really good this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can tell you, but don't tell anyone else this. But so we was having this other special sale that is now cancelled, which I mentioned earlier. Yeah. However, was having alcohol in that one as well. We've had a big delivery of alcohol as well.
You also look at me when you mention alcohol.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of whiskey in it, and I can tell you now, and exclusively on the Aftermath as well, is that Lisa has decided that we're going to do that the first week in December in the general sale.
Be good for Christmas then.
So be good for Christmas. Brilliant. And there's a lot of that, that sort of modern alcohol that you bought. Yeah. All that sort of stuff is there.
But also, you drop on a nice bottle that you can't get anywhere else sometimes, don't you?
There's also about 100 or 60 or 80 bottles of wine as well.
And if you're lucky, there'll be some Drambuie.
I ain't seen any. Anyway, so what was today's auction about? Well, the room was a little bit quieter, everybody, as we probably expected it would be. Not everyone can always get the stuff out until a Monday, so that was going to cause them a problem. We needed to get the stuff cleared from the room because we've got a little bit of work going on in the auction room. So it was always going to be a little bit quieter that way. However, it did sort of busy up as the day went on, and not because you've got to remember, not jewellery isn't everybody's thing.
It isn't. People switch off. A lot of people. I mean, the people that were sat with me, there was Jen and there was Wayne, and they just totally were on the phone all the time.
That's it, because they don't touch the jewellery.
It's mainly because a lot of people don't understand it, do they?
No.
They don't understand the prices. They don't understand what's selling. They don't understand the price of gold and silver.
The amount of money I've lost lately, I know do I don't think. Anyway, it was an interesting sale, and it started off. So anyway, let's have a look at what actually happened during the sale. Well, of course, as we look here, you can see we started off on sort of relatively simple lots like this, like vases and things. And this, I always say to the team, put me something interesting at lot one. Yeah. And that's what they did.
That's what they did. But it was a quieter sale, wasn't it? Intentionally.
Yeah. So, and then you had things like this. Then the first surprise of the day was this. Well, was it a surprise? I did actually talk it up in one of the videos this week.
I was interested in that lot. There was two I was interested in, that one and the red one a little bit further along. And I bought the red one.
You bought the red one, did you?
Just because I like it.
Yeah, it was a nice sort of modern art type thing.
It is.
I quite like the way the hair was working on there. Nice little bronze, that one. I think that made about 30 odd quid, did it?
It did.
These made £30 there, a pair of brass lamps, which some weeks they can be nothing.
I know, but they actually, in the flesh, are more exciting than the look on the photograph. They're really quite impressive, actually.
Yeah, quite nice pieces. And then we had one or two bids for the Asian coffee jug there, or the coffee kettle, whatever they call them. Yeah. And that ended up going off with a dealer, so it must be a decent-ish one. Yeah. And then, of course, there it is, the one that you bought.
I just liked it. it. It looks so modern and different in it.
I did actually look it up online, and you got it cheap.
Yeah. I can't remember what I gave, but it was about 30 something.
Yeah. So
I was happy with that.
Nice thing. Anyway, so that sort of, as we started off the auction, there was boxes of candles and stuff like that, which people in the room were getting outbid by the bulk and so on. And then the Mickey Mouse phone, 40 odd quid, I believe, that one. Yeah. And it's a modern Mickey Mouse phone, because of course me and you are of an age, Larry, when we remember the original ones that was with the dials and that.
We do, yeah. But do you think they've just gone off the boil, the novelty phones, a little bit, because not many people have a landline now, do they?
No, people do still like the old Mickey Mouse.
But it's nice to see them working, isn't it, when your phone rings? Yeah.
See, we've still got a landline.
Yeah, well,
I'm lying, right? So me and Lisa, we've got a landline, but we don't use it.
At home.
Yeah. So our landline, if you ever look at our advertising for Prestige, it'll say 01472 506 395, which is our landline number. Yeah. But we haven't got a landline phone.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally people ring up and it gets diverted straight to our mobiles.
We just have a landline to the house for the internet.
Well, I still have this belief, you see, that it's turned into more of a podcast, isn't it? I still have this belief that some older generation people still like to ring a landline rather than ringing a mobile. They think it's dead expensive when actually it doesn't make any difference these days, really. So as we came down, there was little bits and bobs like this. Some stuff like this was like cheap. That one was cheap, and this sort of stuff that's quite decorative and modern, but it was just extremely cheap. I thought the gaming. So there's another one of the examples as normal. That one there couldn't get a bid in a specialist sale, made the money in the general sale. It
works out sometimes that way, doesn't it?
It's just we had sort of a bit of overspill from the specialist sale in the room today, and
I've noticed as a bidder that the stamps and things and postcards sometimes make more in the general sale than they do in the specialist sale. Yeah. Not always, but sometimes.
It's just strange how it goes. I mean, look, the thing with the general sale, it's all about volume of people. The amount of people that come to our general sale every week is quite big. The stick that sold for a few quid. I think our Wayne took that one home, didn't he?
I believe he did,
week. But there it was. There was the interesting lot of this week's sale. Well, of course, I'm not quite sure what that one's all about.
Maureen was fascinated with it, actually.
Oh, she is.
She asked me what I thought of it.
Who bought it in the end? I
can't remember.
But that's going off to sit on somebody's mantelpiece somewhere. Anyway, the Batman figures and things, £10 each from what I remember on those. Yeah. And as we came down here, we started getting more general boxes. Crafting stuff didn't do. The thing with crafting stuff, right, and this is an interesting thing for if you're ever thinking of buying stuff for buying to sell. If we have lots of crafting stuff in, it does really well. Yeah. If we only have a little bit in, it doesn't do that well.
Because you get your crafters coming especially, don't you?
And this is the old thing when people say to me, they go, I don't want to put it in this week, you've already got a lot of that in. It don't work like that. The more of something you've got in, the better prices you'll get. Yeah. So we came on to the outfits, £4 for the wedding dress, but then the racing jacket there made a few quid. I know Jenny was after that one, you can always tell. 40 quid, I think, for those.
Yeah, Wayne seemed to think that was quite a good price.
Did he? The Lego,
he understands his Lego.
Yeah, the Lego brick sort of, holders or whatever they are. Lots of Action Man stuff that didn't sell in the specialist sale sort of fell over into this one. Didn't do well. 4s and 5 quids. It's never going to do well. No. Modern Action Man, it's just not that exciting. It's really gone off the boil. This is something that always seems to do well in our room, which is Hornsey.
It does. There's a special certain bidder that comes down especially for that.
There is, and the thing is as well, and I think because Hornsey from its time, it's got such a retro look.
It has,
so anyone looking for that retro feel now is they're going to do it. And I think that made 20 odd quid. But the dealer that came for it didn't actually buy it. He thought it was too much. So
there were some good prices then, weren't there?
Yeah, there was. Well, we got onto the plain cabinet, the glass cabinet. There wasn't much money around for this cabinet this week.
No.
I did notice that.
No.
Even things like that didn't sell. All that blue and white, probably Dutch pottery, didn't sell at all at £4.
Strange.
And of course, we got onto the dreaded jewellery cabinet, and everyone's sort of, oh God, but there's like 5 or 6 bidders in the room that are all excited. But the thing is, when we started selling this stuff, we cleared a fantastic property in Grimsby this week, or last week, and we've got the second half of it to sell when we come back. Yeah. But they had some wonderful stuff like this, like silver 50p's, and of course the old coronation crown, which always do well because they are still in silver.
Yeah, you see, I don't understand the coins as much, but there were some really good quality ones, weren't there?
Yeah, I actually bought one myself today.
Did you?
Yeah, I bought one. I was
tempted.
One of them dollars was in such good condition. And I don't mind admitting and telling you all, I bought it to literally put it into one of our specialist sales where I think I'll double my money on it. Sometimes that's what you've got to do. It's the way to do it. The Masonic jewels and things and medals and some of these silver coins, which are sort of bullion style coins now. Yeah. Some of the cat badges and things, all of this stuff was selling. The compacts. I mean, look at the detail on that.
I don't think there were many not souls, were there?
Not in the jewellery cabinet. No. I mean, the jewellery cabinet is, you can. I mean, we didn't sell that, but to be fair, I need to have a look at this because I think that was a mistake because that and that were together. Right. And I think when they've come to lot it up, they've fallen apart. Yeah. And so we'll have to do something about that. The trade dollar, 40 odd quid, 50 odd quid, whatever it was.
That was nice, I thought.
Yeah, nice piece, that one. And then we got onto the crowns. Crowns did exceptionally well today.
But Victorian you look at crowns. The condition.
Yeah.
Even from the photos, you can see.
I think one of them got as high as 50 odd quid.
Did it?
From what I see today.
Yeah, because did they average around 28, 30?
Yeah, I mean, sort of the scrap price is around 30 quid now. So, they're not far around there. So, but again, there was all these various coins that was doing okay. We then got onto the various bits of jewellery, silver. There was a little bit of a battle on for the miniature mosaic brooch. And why? Well, because look, it's all there. It looks pretty perfect.
It is. Is it all that?
When you get these, Larry, you often find that there's a little bit missing out of them or whatever.
Yeah, it just spoils it, doesn't it? Same with enamel sometimes, doesn't it?
So there was all after that. There was a few after that. And then the old golly bags. Well, I mean, the old Robinsons or Golden Shred, that was a real old one, that one.
It is. The last one of those I had, I got here and I did really well on it.
Yeah. Well, I think that sold a bit cheap today, but there you go.
You see, there were some more golly ones in, but they weren't
they were modern,
ones. They were the modern ones, yeah.
So the Royal Masonic one there was something I've just missed, actually, that I just need to talk about, perhaps. Where is it? That box there. That had all the modern charity badges in, and that was a big old box, that.
Yeah.
And that, I believe, 40 quid it made.
40.
And I thought that was still a reasonable price for that. Yeah. Because some of those have become very collectible now. So, again...
on a different day... It would probably make more, wouldn't it?
It may do, but I mean, on another day it might make less. You never know. Yeah. It's one of those. Some more coin sets and things. We started getting through sort of all the coins, the bags of coins. One of my favourite lots of the day, of course, was that one there,
which
was the Branston, the Golly, and the Ovaltine.
It's a good little collection, isn't it?
Yeah, just nice spoons and things that from yesteryear. Yeah. As we came down here, we got into more crowns, and of course we had a battle on for the crowns. Then we got onto the American dollars as well. Yeah. These American peace dollars and things. And then we got onto the Morgan ones, and the one I bought was that one there, 269. I had to pay a few quid, but look at the condition.
It looks nice.
Just an absolute stunner. I don't very often see them like that. More crowns. Then we got onto silver Vesta cases, and all these were making upwards of the scrap price. Yeah. So they're okay. We did struggle a little bit today on gold charms. I mean, gold charms can sometimes sell quite well in here, and then other days...
The little dice was a bargain, wasn't it?
I liked
that. You remember the little dice?
Yes, I do, but I liked that. On another day, I would have bought that. I think a lovely little gold ingot pendant. Look at the beautiful hallmark on it and everything.
You do well with the ingots, don't you?
Yeah. Somebody paid only like £4 or £6 above scrap for that.
Really?
So
it sounds. I don't know, but it sounds cheap to me.
Yeah, in actual fact, they got a bit of a bargain. There's a little bit of a battle on for the St Christopher there, the 9-carat gold one. There's 2 or 3 hands for that one. Yeah. And then we came down various other things of gold jewellery That was a nice piece, that one, in 9 carat. And then we came down here. That one was a nice set as well. There's a 9 carat there, but some of these were making hundreds of pounds. It's the way it is because of the gold price.
But also, if something's different, if it's different, people seem to go for it, don't they?
Look at that! Isn't that stunning?
That didn't make as much as I thought. What did it make? That I can't remember. I
want to say it's 40 odd quid, 40 odd pounds, something like that.
It's nice though, isn't it?
RAF on it, silver.
Yeah.
I mean, some pilot's wife or somebody in charge may have had that.
Yeah,
would have been a nice thing. We came into various other bits of silver and gold and things. We're not going to go and talk about it all, but then we got on some of these jewels, these Masonic jewels. One of them had a silver edge, one of them had a gold edge, and of course one made about 120 quid, I think it was, which I thought was probably a bit much. But there you go. What do I know? It's up to people what they bid.
They find their level, don't they?
Yeah, that one there, 341 9 carat gold bangle. I think that did, I want to say 300 and something pound, maybe 400.
Nice one,
I can't remember. Yeah,
nice.
But again, good for the family. Good that one, it's going to pay for the clearance, and two, it's going to give them some money on top. It's always nice. And as we went through all these various bits of jewellery, it was selling at reasonable money. There's no doubt about it. It was making what it should have made. And anyway, that was my favourite piece. I almost wish I'd bought that now. Yeah, that lovely 9 carat gold fob. Just
a little bit different.
Just a little bit of quality, and not engraved either.
No, because that kills it a little bit, doesn't it?
I'm not quite sure what C3PO was.
No, I think they were a few puzzled by that.
I'm not sure that's an official Star Wars toy.
No, I don't think so.
Bag that one. The amount of comments we got on that. Anyway, we'll leave that alone.
Yeah, I think we better.
We went through the usual electronics and things on the back wall, and I liked that. I didn't see that during viewing for other reasons. I would have probably spoke about that more.
Is it a Pelham, though?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's Dopey from the Seven Dwarfs, and it's just a nice thing.
Yeah, it is.
And there was hands for it. People wanted to buy it. So as we came down here, there was that one we had a bit of a laugh about there, which was a deep fat fryer and a slow cooker.
There you go.
At the same time, they knew how to make things back in the day, didn't they? As we come down here, dartboards, and then that one there, as you all know, because I blurted it out, it's sat over there in the corner at the moment. That's going up in here.
Yeah,
I did like.
Well,
that.
It's a local picture, and it's nice to look at.
Just a nice thing that
it
one.
is.
When I went into the house, I was quite taken by it.
Yeah.
So, resident boat buyer strikes again.
He never stops, does he? He never fails.
He can't help himself, can he?
There's a lot who won't bid against him,
I know,
because they just want him to have they know he loves it.
Yeah, but it's not doing him any favours.
No, I know.
It's not doing him any favours.
He's collecting again, isn't he?
Because he's gone mad collecting again, but he loves it, RP.
Bless him.
Little Camphorwood chest there.
Nice, that.
Yeah, on another day that could have made a little bit more, but not a lot more. They're nice things to have.
Yeah.
As we came down here, we started coming through the pine shelves, the pigeonholes, and it was just sort of average.
I mean, there's a lot of Christmas in now, isn't there?
Over the last few weeks, I've had a lot of Christmas stuff through, and I've got to say, I think it's made some very good money.
Yeah.
But it just shows everybody, again, when we're talking about buying and selling, buy this stuff when it's cheap in the summer months.
It's the way to do it.
And put it away and bring it back to the auction. You'll make some money. 20 odd pounds, 20 something pound a box for the CDs this week. And then we came into the front table. Decanters, they're always a bit of a hard sell these days. Boxes of toys
again, Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, Lisa had taken over at this point, so I didn't really see a lot of this. I was busy doing other things like filling my face. And she sold all the rugs and all the little bits and bobs. And she got into the middle room, sold all the artwork, I assume. I don't know what the level of not sold was. I happened to walk through and that was selling at £7 from what I remember.
Yeah. Zulu
Dawn. And then sort of the box room. As always, it can be a bit of a struggle, the box room.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So I'm going to just skip past that because I can't tell you what the prices was because I don't know. We got into the tool room. Tool room was a bit of a mixed bag, I thought, this week.
It was. There were a few in there, but it was general, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was nothing super exciting, was there? But there was one or two things that made some money.
Yeah.
You mentioned a pond pump.
There was. You've just gone past it.
Was
actually.
That it there?
No, it was further back. It was an electric pump. I think Brenda priced it up. And she said it was well into its £200. It's there. It's there.
That one. That one.
To your left, there, there. And she said that if it was new, and it was new, I looked in the box just to check there was a pump in there, and it was brand new, as if it had come out of the factory.
It just shows you. I mean, some people buy things. I mean, I think we're all guilty of doing it, buying something and putting it in the garage and never getting round to fitting it.
That's what had happened there, obviously.
And that's when you find it on clearances and things. Pots of paint and things were selling well today.
Yeah, well, they're expensive.
This
paint,
is it.
And fence paint and everything.
This is it. And, these lights here, I mean, I would have probably bought these on another day. Yeah. But we're just moving over to all the doubles. And these
but it looks as if nobody's even looked in the boxes there, have they?
No, they're just them normal sort of recessed lights that we have up here in this office here. But the bike, £54, I think that was, which
nice clean bike. That.
Yeah, it seemed reasonable money for that. It seemed a reasonable price for the person that bought it. Them set of ladders, I was almost tempted to buy that set of ladders myself. There, that one at the back, they were good ladders. They were.
Ladders are reasonably cheap here, aren't they?
Yeah.
When you think what they are new, aluminium.
That's the ones I fancied. Yeah. We had some of those in here once before, but we've got about 3 or 4 sets now. So the street sign that's sold. I mean, it's just amazing, isn't it, what sells sometimes and why people want to buy it. Yeah. I mean, that person that's bought that will be well happy with that. They got it for about 40 quid and they left a whacking great bid on it. Yeah. Whacking great bid.
They'll be over the moon then.
Yeah, which is always good, It's always good
to intended to have it.
To know you're not getting turned over by your auction room, that's another good thing. Yeah. So, of course, then it was the Poppy and there was a lot of bids on the book for that. And again, the person that bought it got way under what they left on it. What are you going to see another as good as that?
You won't. You won't. It's in the case and everything.
It's just
it's ready to show, isn't it? It's ready to put into your house.
Everything about that is just beautiful and a nice thing. Then we came down here, status quo bits and bobs. Now I thought these would have been worth more money, but actually when I did a bit of research on them, there was quite a few of them around.
Right.
And they're all sort of training slides and things.
I've not seen them before, and to be honest, I'd missed them when I looked at the pictures earlier in the week. Yeah. And then when you mentioned them, I thought, I wish I'd looked a bit closer at those.
Well, there you go. Pokemon trays, they was doing £22 a tray. Yeah. Lots of bids for the records. Quite a few bids for the old music papers as well. Yeah. They can be quite a popular thing. Can sell for a few quid online these as well.
Particularly that older one that was there. Yeah.
So there's quite a few piles of those. Yeah. And sort of people do like the old music stuff. Yeah. As we came down here, more records, and we got onto the disastrous. I don't get this. I don't get why people aren't buying these under-counter freezers. Could have had them for 4 quid each.
I know. Do you think it's just that they can't get them in the car?
I don't know what it is.
I think it must be.
Everyone could do with a bit of extra freezer space in the garage or whatever.
You see that old kitchen cabinet there? Everybody was talking to me about that. I was surprised it didn't make more.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it made now, but I remember thinking it wasn't a lot because people love those, don't they?
Yeah. Had that been in much better condition, not had the paint all over it, I think it would have done well because it would have been the original colours. Yeah. But trying to get that restored is too much.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And then we came through sort of the mid-century stuff. Furniture was never going to do great this week. We couldn't even get 4 quid for the hi-fi and all the records that was in there.
I know. You tried.
And we got that away, but we didn't sell that. I mean, look at that. I mean, that would be all right for somebody. We came down to 4 quid for that and couldn't get a bid.
You can't believe it, can you? It's criminal, isn't it?
It's a bit crazy, isn't it, really?
It is.
Anyway, as we came down towards the end of the sale, £170 for the dining table. But look at that.
That was nice.
But that is a solid oak table and chairs there. 170 quid, though, in an auction is a good price for a dining table and chairs.
It is, and I was listening to people talking about it afterwards and said what a solid piece it was. Nice piece.
Then we get to the end of the sale, sold the wash stand and things. We even sold the big back telly because people are using them for gaming these days. And then sadly we didn't get the bid on the Ford Connect van.
Very clean, that.
Oh, I mean, look at it. It's an absolute...
Well, as you know, I was in the motor trade and you could find plenty of cars to sell, but you couldn't find a clean van. And the minute you got a clean van, it went straight out the door.
Look at that.
I'm sure there's somebody for that.
The seats don't even look like they've been sat on.
No. And it's been serviced up to the hilt, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So...
But there you go. It didn't sell. So that's that. So there you go, Larry. It was an interesting day.
Yeah, well, I've enjoyed doing this with you.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, isn't it?
And they're telling me that Colin and me might be back with a podcast at some point.
I think we're going to let you
by popular demand.
Let you loose on a podcast again when we get back.
No.
Listen, everybody. We've had a cracking 30 weeks of auctions since we had our last break. It's always hard for us to take a break because we know that when we take a break, we're letting people down. But the team needs a rest. And the way Prestige operates, it's very difficult to keep it open when me and Lisa aren't here. So ultimately, it's something that we're looking at for the future, and we may change it in the future so we can carry on running while we're not here if we need to go and have a break and so on. But anyway, as always, thank you for your continued support. For those of you that left bids on commission, sent them in by text, or even come and bid in the room, we appreciate each and every one of you. So have a great 2 weeks off. Don't forget, starting from tomorrow night, of course, this is Sunday night, you're going to be watching this. Starting from tomorrow night, you'll start being able to get involved with the Prestige quiz. And if Larry's got out about him, he'd have read all the answers that are right in front of me there.
I didn't. I'm an honest
man. And anyway, we will see you. Anyway, say goodbye, Larry.
Goodbye, Larry.
Goodbye, Larry. And we'll see you all very soon, in 2 weeks' time, back at Prestige Auctions.